Hello and welcome to a mech build video for the Hellbringer loyalty variant that came out with the 2016 Customer Appreciation Rewards. Let's jump into the mech lab here and see what we have done with this thing. Now the big thing that came out with this mech is this right torso with an additional energy hardpoint. Up until now, all the other Omnipods for that right torso had no energy hardpoints. So having that one there is great because it allows you to do the very typical, this isn't new or anything, but 2 large pulse and 3 medium lasers. However, what it means is that you are able to get that just that little bit more of optimization out of the build, because you no longer need to put any armor on the left arm here, because typically what would happen before is this large pulse would be in this left torso and you'd have an ER medium in the left arm, and you would have to armor this maybe not fully, but at least partially. And that would take away maybe a heatsink and a half, like heatsink or 2, depending on how much armor you had to put there. Now, because we can take this all the way down to 0, we can have the large pulse in the side torso, and that's great. Also, a benefit of this is if somebody shoots down your left torso, which is a good thing to do against a Hellbringer, because that's where the ECM is, and that's where the majority of their energy hardpoints are, we're not just left with a single ER medium laser in the head now. Now we're left with an ER medium and a large pulse in the right torso. So we're less anemic when we've lost that left side. We are still able to do some good damage. With this thing, we have it set up like so for the weapons and equipment. We've got the ECM, the 2 large pulse, and if we go to the column here, the 2 large pulse are actually in these top ones here, so they're equal across the board, so you're able to if you can hit with one, you can hit with the other. And obviously the ER med on top of there, and the 2 other ER meds down here in these lower positions. Head back to expanded view. We go into the modules. We've got seismic sensor. Now, normally, if I could just take one, because I haven't fully elited this thing yet, I haven't unlocked this second module slot. If you can only take one module, I would say take radar deprivation. But we have ECM, so we don't have to carry that, and we don't have to worry about it as much. So we're just taking seismic sensor for now. It'll allow us to see if anything is around corners or if anything's sneaking up on us. And we've got ER medium range boosted by 10% and large pulse laser range boosted by 10%. And since we're going to be staying at the back, there's really no point for us to taking a UAV. We could take an artillery strike or an airstrike if we wanted to, but I have chosen here instead just take both cool shots that are available for C-bills, just so that if we're in that situation, I can just smack both cool shots, pay 50,000 C-bills, and drop my mech almost completely of heat, and put out another few alpha strikes if I'm in that really tense situation where I need to do the damage now, or die, or lose the match sort of feeling. That's what I'm saving them for. But we're going to give this thing a go here, and we're going to see how the Hellbringer works with this loyalty variant build. And for our first match with this thing, we've ended up on probably one of the hottest maps, and probably going to be one of the more difficult ones to play on. We're on the new Terra Therma, and all laser build on a freaking lava world. Yay! Oh well, we'll just have to deal with it as it comes. We are going to move with the front of our team here, providing them with ECM, as that is a very important thing to do when you're in any Hellbringer build. A Hellbringer without ECM is like, I don't know, a bird without wings. It just doesn't make sense. But we're moving forward here into sort of the G7 area. This is where we're going to start to make contact. If the enemy had some fast movers, they could be popping around that corner. Right now, there's a Phoenix Hawk. I just saw it run by. There's another Hellbringer right there, as we fire off a shot and then twist the return as we fall back into position. Excellent. Okay, so now we're just going to wait a little bit here, cool down again. Everything seems to have settled down. Looks like the enemies are in position. We've got them there down under that rock. Oh, actually they're moving forward a little bit. We got a catapult K2 that we put a good hit into its side torso, and we're just using those high mounted weapons. We step forward, fire off our volley. Ow, that was an explosion. Fire off our volley, twist the return, and fall back. There's multiple people back there, and a Kodiak that is blocking our way, which is very annoying. Mr. Kodiak, get out of our way. We do not want to be on that front line anymore. We can't stay there. we are unable to hold it. We're going to get back and out of the way so we don't have Kodiaks blocking our escape. And we're going to reposition off to the side. Looks like they're pushing that left pretty aggressively, so we're going to outflank it. We're going to come around here to the right, use our ECM so that they won't see us when we try to pop up, and we're going to try to take out that guy there. But, oh, wow, we got to pop up and run the backside. We got mechs coming in the back. They're going to try to flank us all at once and try to take us down that way. So we're going to put a good hit into that Shadowhawk. We're just going to hold this position here. We got enemies coming in. There's a UAV. Unfortunately, we don't have arm weapons, so it's harder for us to shoot it down, but we can just try to go straight through this Nightjar CT, and we put him down with the help of our ally there. And there's that Blackjack, which I can't get my aimer onto very well, and he goes down to one of my allies. Excellent. We are 3-1. This is a very toasty situation. We cannot shoot down those UAVs, but thankfully an ally is going to do it for us. Ooh, we get a Blackjack here, nice and close. We'll put in some hits into him. And it's hard to see sometimes with these guys. We put a good burn into the Blackjack right through his CT. We get some damage to our left torso, but the right arm goes off. It doesn't matter to us as the arm is sacrificial. And maybe we can get some more damage there, just a little bit into the Hellbringer. This is an even fight pretty much. Looks like our guy is moving forward. We can probably support him. Get a good burn into that Hellbringer. His back is crit, and our ally takes him out. His catapult K2 is trapped down in the lava. We put a good burn. We're going to try to twist some of that return fire. Oh my god, so many particles and burning textures, and oh, that's a mech right there. I couldn't see it because of the everything is so dark. And here's the situation where we lost our left, but now we're not completely anemic because we still have a large pulse, so we can still do some damage. We get a savior kill with that assist there. Oh, it's just so hard to see the enemies. There's a guy there. I'm gonna rotate that attack back, and that guy goes down. Okay, good. We're 8-3. Looks like we're winning this fight. But that guy there... Oh, there's a Nightjar coming around the back. Or is that a Kodiak? That's a Kodiak 3 with 4 LB10s. We are not going to be able to fight that guy. We're going to need to accelerate out of here. He is fresh and he is ready to rock. Not even sure what I'm shooting at there. Just shooting at a radar contact. It's a Hellbringer. And he goes down to our ally. And now, the last one being the Kodiak. And hopefully he doesn't see me, because if he looked over here, he could probably just end me very quickly. But we're going to take some shots at him, and hopefully our 6 guys that are left are going to be able to eat him up as he goes down, and we win a match with this. So you can see there, having that Omnipod made it so that in the end there, I was still able to do more damage than I would have before, because before I would have been a write-off. People wouldn't even have to pay attention to me, because I would have just had a single ER medium laser. We make 345,000 C-bills. No kills, but we got 11 assists, with 3 of those kill most damage dealt and 648 damage. Let's do another match or two with this mech. And for our next match, we managed to land on one of my favorite maps in the game, Caustic Valley. Look at all that steam. Volumetric smoke. I've actually just recently cranked my settings back up to max just for fun. Everything's so pretty, although running a tiny bit slower than normal. But looks like our heavies are on the left, so we're gonna counter NASCAR here with pushing to the left side instead of going typically to the right. And it looks like the assaults are doing that automatically because they know that it's the only option when they are off on this side. We're gonna move with them here. And I love this map for being just amazing to have these angles that you can get with the poking over ridges like this. And just get these angles into people. I took off the side torso of that huntsman. He didn't even know what hit him. And now we can fall back here and cool off. And oh, there's our airstrike coming in. Boom, right there. And the UAV goes down. Thankfully, our king crab is paying attention, and we're going to flank a little bit further around to the right here, and we're going to see if we can get another angle on these guys. We're going to try to pop up,
New target.
get a good burn in, and then fall back with the torso twist. We got our seismic. It's giving us our information of who's coming up to us. But step out again, and then another burn, twist the return, and we're gonna reposition again. We've poked from that position twice. Let's not poke from there again. Now we're gonna come around this angle here. Ooh, spider, you took my spot, but that's all right. Just don't get in my way, spider, and I don't want to get in your way either. So let's let the heavier mech take the spot, Mr. Spider. Get out of here. The heavier mech will work the corner. As we try to move down, I know there's a couple mechs out in the distance, but we're looking for mechs along this ridge line over here that we can take a shot at. Oh, but it looks like the enemy might be hooking around behind us. Okay, let's move. Let's head back up here. Would have been too difficult to try to go back on that one particular way because of that spider. So instead, we're going to hook back this way. Maybe try to work this corner. Looks like the enemy's trying to hook around, and yes, they have. This guy's out in the open there. We walk forward through our allies' shots, and oh, we get shut down. Not good. But thankfully, we didn't take too much damage. We're going to drop those cool shots, because we need to fire here. And we overriding just for a second. And we're going to fall back as the enemy is coming around and we are too hot to engage. Throw those large pulse and then rotate that return and start retreating. The Fracket, just a Huntsman A. Thought it was the hero. Just putting in a hit there. But no, we're not having a good time now as they're coming around that corner. We need to retreat back into a good position to take them as we fall back down here. Try to good burns and then get back into cover. And unfortunately, we're getting run over. Just trying to burn through that Cataphract CT. But here is a 4-7. We're not going to win this. But we can try. We can see there the left torso goes off. And again, we have a large pulse still. So we're still slightly scary with our ability here to burn down that guy's CT and get the kill. I doubt that I would have been able to do that without the 13 damage from that large pulse laser.
New target acquired.
Now, it's still possible that we could win this, although it is very unlikely. Center torso is crit, and this Raven's gonna drop us, unfortunately. But we did alright with that fight there. We used some of the angles. It's just the enemy overwhelmed us. And again, you can see that people try to take out that left torso. And having that additional large pulse on the right makes things so much nicer. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like our spider is going to be able to do this, as there's just still too much weight on the enemy team for him to grind through with his machine guns. And eventually, they're going to take off his legs. And when they do, it will be over in just a moment. Once his leg pops. Come on. You can get his leg here. There we go. And it's over. Good game to our opponents. And let's see the post-game stats and see how we did. $556 damage, 1 kill, 4 assists, 3 kill most damage dealt, with 259,000 C-bills. Let's see another match in this guy. And it seems I am cursed with hot maps when I'm running my hot mechs. But at least on this one, we are on the other side of the engagement, so we can show how to attack it from that angle. We're going to move up here, the Echo 7 F7, into that same fighting position we were in last time. And hopefully we can do some work as well. We do have mid-range weapons with a 400 to 600, so we'll be able to engage across this gap. But we are just going to get into position, and now we're going to look for opponents. That's where I would have been, right there, looking for somebody to walk around the corner. So that is exactly where I look, to see if there's anyone doing the same to me. We're just going to move forward slightly, nice and slowly. There's the first fire from somebody coming around that angle, and we're just trying to see if we can catch the edge of somebody, and there we put down our lasers and then get back into position here. Hopefully no one is behind us to cause us to, you know, get caught up and take extra damage that we don't need to. But, ooh, there's an opponent there that we were able to get a burn into. Ooh, but somebody got us with a headshot, actually. That's kind of interesting. We will... What can we do here? It looks like we're actually pushing pretty aggressively on the right. That's interesting. We may want to go up and help with that. There is a Fracket jumping up. The Huntsman with 2 PPCs. Our guys on the left there are getting swarmed by what looks like ECM lights or something like that. They have a UAV over them. Well, let's try to push up on the right here. This would be an interesting move if we were going to take it. We're not going to get in the way of these guys backing up because we'd like them to be able to not die horrible deaths. So we'll let that Battlemaster do his work, and then after he does his, we'll move in for a turn at the front. We got an enemy there in the open. Nice laser burn into the Warhawk's CT. We're going to back around that corner, try to step out over here. Oh, just didn't work. Not enough space there for the Hellbringer to fit.
New target
But,
acquired.
oh, that UAV really helps
Critical damage.
as we put some hits into the timber. And we start watching that little edge there, as that's where he's going to pop out.
Acquired.
Oh, pop into cover there real quick,
Acquired.
as I saw that guy pop up with his jump jets over the hill.
Arm destroyed.
The arm was destroyed, but that is alright. I do not need that arm. Do some damage in there. We get a component destroyed, and that left torso for the timber is very important. That was the majority of his weapon systems. So it's basically almost like getting a kill. As you can see, this timber, I think this timber might just be pushing. It might just be sacrificing now. Because he'll be like, ah, no, I'm done. I'm almost all dead. Sort of thing.
New target
But we shall see.
acquired.
Oh, there's an enemy there, but I can't shoot at it because I'd be shooting my Kodiak through the back. So unfortunately, I was not able to get that shot off. But if I move back a tiny bit, I can just barely shoot over my ally here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That Mauler is just
New
about
target
done.
acquired.
Just barely able to get it over this Battlemaster right in front of me, and we put down that guy. Kill most damage dealt to me. Excellent. Go, Battlemaster. You got it. You got this.
Heat level critical.
We got to push in here.
Destroyed.
That was, I believe, the tipper that was pushing in. That just decided to die off because he probably found he just wasn't doing any more damage because we took
Target
off his
acquired.
energy weapons with that side torso kill. And I feel like we can push forward here. We got enemies actually on our left.
Acquired.
A summoner with 2 PPCs. More enemies around the right side here. We're just going to scrape this way as much as we can. We're trying to figure out the angles. Try to get... Yeah, that's it. Get these guys. These are the ones I want to shoot at first. Because we don't want to push forward where we're going to have both left and right
Critical.
shooting at us. And which is why this Battlemaster should look to the left, as there is stuff coming in and this guy is about to die.
Target
Take him
destroyed.
out. Excellent.
Acquired.
Ooh, we lost that side, but we did not lose all of our weapons because of using that Omnipod. We got an opponent there off the other side. Oh, the PPC's hurt. We're going to try to get forward and out of his range.
New target
It's like
acquired.
between a group of enemies over there or a group of enemies over here, which one do you choose? I'd rather just charge forward into the enemies that I know, but unfortunately it was too much. But hey, we did 666 damage. Haha, that's a fun number.
Airstrike
But
online.
we will have to leave the rest of it for our allies, as this dire wolf
Right torso.
is getting his right torso destroyed by the PPC summoner over on his right flank. But unfortunately, he's not in the proper weapon setup in order to engage these guys. These LBXs, even though they say 540 meters range, I would say it's more around 300. But you can effectively ignore these guys if you pop down the cliff and just run away from them real quick, as you don't need to worry about them if they can't shoot you. And our huntsman here is going after the enemy huntsman. He puts in a really good hit, but he overheats and kills himself. No! Only overheat if you would take less damage than what the enemies will do to you while you are overheating. You never really want to use it just to kill yourself, just to try to get that kill. And hopefully we got here a locust. Hopefully this locust will be able to take out this guy here, but he's overheated. Calm down, take a nice good aimed shot at the leg, and he gets the kill and is heading back to his team. What do we have left? We've got the Battle Master, who's probably going to be the savior of the team if he can do it. He's got the 2 large pulse and the 3 medium lasers. And this direwolf, he's pushing. He knows that he can't do it nice and close. He knows he needs to get close to take out the enemy. The summoner is 1-hit CT. This guy's focusing on the cicada. Let's see here. This guy there, he's down. He was that 1-hit CT summoner. Who do we got left? We got 2 enemies left. Come on, Mr. Locust. Get out there and start chasing him down. The Battlemaster gets 1 more of the kills, and there's 1 last guy out there. And this will be a clean sweep for us as another victory in our Terra Therma. Gamma 6. And he is a crit leg, and he gets taken out. He is legged. There's nothing this guy can do now to win, as all this Locust needs to do is just calm down and just... He is shut down and just takes out the shutdown mech in good game to our opponents. But yeah, that'll be it for this video about the Hellbringer loyalty. It just makes this Laser Vom build just that much better at functioning because of that extra heatsink or 2 that we get, because we're able to trim that armor off, and also a little bit higher mounts instead of being down in the arm, so we're being able to shoot over things better, and we can lose a side and not be so anemic because we're just down to 1 medium laser. But that'll be it for now. We got 394,000 C-bills, 3 kills, 5 assists, with 3 kills damage dealt, and 666 damage. Thank you for watching this video, and as always, good hunting.